On November 12th, the European Space Agency is going to try some badass shit to land a robotic probe on a comet that's spinning through space about 500 million kilometers from Earth. Nobody's ever done this before, and it totally might fail, which is cool. So the spacecraft Rosetta that carries the probe was launched 10 years ago, at which time they didn't even know what its target comet looked like. They didn't find out until Rosetta got close enough to actually image it. And it turns out the comet, which is called Churyumov-Gerasimenko, or 67P, looks like a rubber ducky and is way fucking cooler than they thought. It took 10 years, 6 billion kilometers of travel, and a couple of gravity boost slingshots around Earth and Mars to get there. But the pinnacle of the mission is going to be trying to get this lander on it. This comes after doing a series of insane maneuvers to go from flying through space at about 9 kilometers per second to gently orbiting a tiny comet with barely any gravitational pull. That's some crazy shit, but they've pulled it off. They're now in orbit around this comet, but this next move is even more bonkers. They have to release the lander from this orbiter at an extremely precise location with extremely precise force to let it drop down on exactly the right trajectory. There's no thrusters or jets or anything powering the descent, and the gravity of the comet is so weak that it's more like throwing a stone at another stone than dropping something on the ground. Scientists picked the best possible landing spot on the comet, which is in total about 3 kilometers across the whole comet. It's about the size of downtown Los Angeles. So they got a spot about the size of a golf course picked out to drop this lander on. Somewhere that's not too steep or too rocky or fucking quicksand or anything like that. Then when the lander is almost there, they'll do everything they can to land it upright, rather than having it bounce off or go into a roll or whatever. So it's got all kinds of cool shit to do this. It's going to fire harpoons, activate ice drills, power up thrusters, you name it, they got it. If it lands successfully, it'll start taking photos and doing experiments. We're hoping to learn about Earth's origins by studying this comet, since scientists think that Earth's water may have come from comets that smashed into the Earth in its youth. But even if we manage to pull all this off, the lander gets dropped at exactly the right time and angle, hits just the right spot on the comet, doesn't bounce off, and comet dust doesn't totally fuck up its instruments or anything. And they don't know. They don't know at all if any of this shit's gonna happen. Even if it's perfect, we still only get 3 days of battery life, which is fucking nuts. It took 10 years to plan this mission. 10 more years to fly it through space to get to its target. And it only gets 3 fucking days to do its science. But that is space for you.